Welcome to Midsummer, a most rare vision.
You may reference a map as you follow your fairy guides through the forest.
Are you ready for your journey?
We are now turning this way into the forest.
There are many unique species of plants in this ecosystem.
We'll be walking straight through here, and then we'll be at our first act, the I-Team Mechanicals.
Wait, where is everybody?
Who are we missing?
Nicholas and Robin. I thought I made it.
Oh, there they are.
We were going to start.
Oh, sorry.
Together? Seriously?
Sorry, the overdrive getting lost.
Was the GPS not working?
No, Nicholas kept trying to give her directions.
All right, can we please get started so we can stay on time?
So, you and Nick, huh?
What? No, are you high?
No, are you?
Oh my God, can you tell?
Can I please have everyone's attention?
Yes.
Oh, what's the Wi-Fi password here?
Out here in the woods.
This is a public Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Even like Alexandria,
The
Virginia.
Olive Garden is delivering dinner at exactly 8 p.m. So unless we want our food to get cold, we need to get started with our activities so we can stay on schedule. Now, I have asked each of you to email me an activity for our team building exercises today. I have printed them out and folded them.
Perfectly symmetrical, no doubt.
They're in this box. One of you will draw them one at a time to determine the order in which we do them. Walter, you want to do the honors?
Hey, where are you doing this activity there really? From?
Daryl is no longer with the company, so HR has asked me to step in.
What, Derek is fired?
Oh my God, Daryl was
So our first activity was submitted by Francis. Francis, before I distribute the script, what do you want to tell us about your activity? Porta potty here?
I don't think so. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well,
be
you
fine,
can
it's
go
fine.
behind that tree, I'll guard.
I'm good. Hey, is that a hawk?
Francis would like to explain his activity, so can we give him our undivided attention,
Sure.
please?
Yeah. Okay, so this is a scene from a play by Shakespeare. It's the craftsmen who perform a play for this guy who's getting married to this woman from Amazon. It's an activity that we had to do in our literature course. So we had to perform the scene, but we had to do it from a sort of like a post-colonial perspective.
My country was colonized by Spain. Could you quickly define post-colonial for us?
Well, we talked about it in class, but I'm not totally sure.
If I may, I think what Francis means is that we need to do it from a more modern perspective, eschewing classism, racism, and misogyny, right? We need to be politically and socially...
Oh, listen. Oh, but do you remember when I'm excited, I have to speak Spanish? Cuando mi padre estudió en el Liceo Fermín Toro, en la Universidad Central, él trabajó con el teatro experimental. Hacían clásicos, Shakespeare, O'Neill, Tennessee Williams, ellos hacían de todo. Pero mi padre decía, oh, mi hijo tiene que ser un gran actor. Pero mi madre, my mom said, no. Oh, my son tendrá que ir a la escuela de business. Es por eso que el teatro experimental siempre se la pasaba haciendo grandes espectáculos.
Thank you for sharing, Nicholas, but we have to get started to stay on schedule. Yeah.
Is it lunchtime yet? I'm starving.
A turkey?
If it is, I'm going to eat them. Feathers and all.
So, to maximize our time and to stay on track with each of our activities,
Don't say it.
we will apply the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, starting with sharpen the saw.
What saw?
Oh, that's a simile, isn't it?
Actually, it's a metaphor. Number 2, be proactive. Number 3, begin with the end in mind. Number 4, first things first.
Do you think there's any hope
In the school,
that hunters
my
in the
university
area might
always
accidentally
they
shoot
teach
us?
about the whole
In my studies in College of Improv, improv by definition never ever involved a detailed 7-step process.
I mean, yeah, I think the whole point of the activity was to be spontaneous. Yeah, probably.
Well, there is a time and a place for being spontaneous, but since we now have 10 minutes to complete this activity, I suppose we should get started, unless you want our food to get cold.
All right, everybody, let's get this party started. Okay,
So,
not much.
thank you for emailing the script. I have printed a copy for everyone. So let me pass these out.
Couldn't we have just looked at these on our phone and saved a few trees?
I'm sorry, but I don't like reading anything on my phone. I can't see that tiny text.
Relax, Greta Thunberg. We'll recycle these babies when we get to the office.
She is my hero.
Focus, please. I will assign your roles now. Oh, Nicholas, you will play Pyramus.
Oh wow! I don't always be a star of the play. Hey, who will be?
Oh, it's just a deer.
Oh, Tamsin, you will play Frisbee.
Seriously, why?
Well, you're obviously the ideal.
Oh, I see. I'm the young woman. That's a modern approach? Archaic tradition. Straight.
All right.
Make the unpaid intern play the damsel in distress.
That's offensive from a Marxist perspective.
You know, we're both unpaid interns.
Are we Snapchat boys?
Yeah, Francis, you play Frisbee.
Do I have to play Frisbee?
Why? Do you have a beard coming?
What?
Well, that's what he says in the play. Let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
Oh. Okay, well, I've actually never read the play. It's just a scene that our professor had us do for the activity.
You've never read it? I thought everybody had to read it in school.
Yep.
I mean, there's even that movie with Stanley Tucci in it. I thought you were an English major.
No, I'm mass communications.
Oh.
Hey, I'm pretty sure it's similar to English, though.
Yeah, with a focus on quantity instead of quality.
Are we going to get through this today? Robin, you will play Frisbee's mother and the moon.
Oh, listen. I have a better idea.
¿Por qué no hacemos esto más contemporáneo? Porque Piffy es una bella historia, es bien, pero no pasa nada. ¿Qué les parece a ustedes si nosotros pudiéramos hacer algo que pudiera ser más moderno? Ay, por cierto, ¿cómo le dicen ustedes?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Nicholas, but what does that have to do with what we're trying to do here?
No, claro, lo que les quiero decir es que Piffy, cuando ve que Pyramount se muere, ella también se agarra y se mata. Es decir, no pasa nada. That's it. Yeah.
Wow, I think you just ruined the ending for Francis.
I know how it ends. I've read the scene.
All right, everybody. Walter, you will play the line.
We don't have to memorize all this, do we?
Oh, no, of course not. It'll be more like a staged reading.
Oh, thank God. So why did you pick me for the lion?
I guess it's your animal magnetism.
I am the mighty Punchcardus Rex, the primordial force of nature that roams the cold ball of fire that is our planet.
And you, Tamsin, will play Frisbee's father on the wall.
We don't actually kiss, do we?
No. Pyramus and Thisbe meet in secret at a wall and they try to kiss through the hole in the wall. That's the joke.
So, what part of me is the hole in the wall?
Does Tamsin have to play the wall? No, can't we find like an actual wall?
Can't we use our imaginations, for God's sake? I mean, where would we even find a wall?
Amazon. You can find anything on Amazon.
Yeah, that's where Theseus found Hippolyta.
8 minutes, people!
We can make him pay for it.
Yeah. I am from Venezuela.
Wait,
Yes, it's a public park.
Yeah, I think we should move somewhere else.
I mean,
Why?
that's a kind of the point of doing.
We don't want to perform a play in front of people.
Hey, I have an idea. Why don't we take my activity, which was supposed to be improv, and we'll team it up with Francis's idea, and we'll kind of kill two birds with one stone.
All right. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so, well, where's our fairy? There you are. Okay, so what we need from you all is, let's see, you, ma'am. Will you pick one of these cards? What do we got?
7 minutes.
7 minutes. We can do it in 7 minutes. Do we want to do another draw?
You can yeah.
Do another draw. Give her another card. 7 minutes is too much. What do we got?
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
20 minutes. 20 minutes, definitely not. Everybody wants to go home at some point. Pick another one.
We are not.
Just pick 5 minutes. All right.
It's not possible, ma'am. I'm really sorry. We have to wrap this up because the Olive Garden is coming at 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay. So, 5 minutes. All right. We are now going to perform the scene of Pyramus and Thisbe in 5 minutes or less. Do you have your stopwatch?
Yep.
All right. Ready? Tell us when you're ready to go.
All right, we're ready.
And go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the story of Pyramus and Thisbe. This is Pyramus, a young man living in his father's house on this side. This is the young lady, Thisbe, who he's in love with, and she with him. She lives in her father's house on the other side. Okay, go to your house. And their two properties are joining. In the middle of the properties is a lovely wall right here. And every night the two lovers meet at the wall to whisper to the wall inappropriate things, probably, but that's okay.
Hey, watch it.
And on this fateful night, they decide to meet at Ninus's tomb so they can finally actually connect together and not be separated by the wall. And when they go to meet there, poor Thisbe is surprised by a fierce lion. But as Thisbe tries to flee, she loses her kerchief or cloak or whatever she has wearing, and the lion gets hold of it. And when Pyramus comes here and finds it, he thinks that his lover has been killed by the lion. And with his blade, his bloody, blameful blade, he broaches his bloody, broiling breast. And then Thisbe comes and finds his dead body, and that ends in tragedy. So, without further ado, Pyramus and Thisbe and the wall. Thank you.
All right. Hi. On the wall. Don't you do it yet. On the wall. Teacher, leave them kids alone. Right. Wall with a chink. Right. Get your guns out of the gutter. On the wall.
Oh, love. I listen. I hear a voice.
Oh, Pyramus! Oh, goodness, where are you?
Oh, love me wall.
Hey, chink.
Oh.
I see you, Pyramus!
It's me.
Pyramus! Oh, he's so handsome!
I hear your voice.
I hear yours as
Dulce, dulce muro. Muro dulce que nunca es muro. Oh, te escucho, Pifi.
Yeah!
Not through my hole in the wall.
Kiss me, Pyramus!
No.
Oh, but we can't because the wall is there. Whatever shall we do?
Oh.
I suggest you get a room.
Hey, who?
We will meet at Linus's tomb. See you there.
The moon shining.
Oh, yeah. So, I play Snug the Lion. I'm really fierce, but not really. I'm just a lion. I don't play one on TV.
Oh, I'm going to Linus's tomb. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Moon.
Yes.
Moon. Oh,
Don't
what is
look
this?
There.
Oh,
It's not blood.
oh,
No. She's fine. She's fine. Don't be dramatic.
oh,
I know it's Shakespeare, but just take it easy.
what is it?
No. Oh, well, that was bound to happen. Go ahead.
Where's Bisbee? Oh.
5 minutes.
Oh, that was scary, but hopefully I'll be able to find
there.
Oh, no! Paramus! He's dead! You're dead! Stop talking! Oh, God! Oh, give me that!
He'll be fine.
Sister Three! Pale hands and whatever the script says. Oh! And with that, I say adieu! Adieu! Adieu!
The end.
And what was our time?
3:57.
Oh, let's go.
3 minutes and 57 seconds.
And now
I think we can do it in less. So we are going to do the same thing again, only we're going to do it in 2 minutes or less. 2 minutes or less. Ladies, everybody.
Ready when you're ready?
Tell me when you're ready. I'm ready. And start.
Ladies and gentlemen, the story of Pyramus and Thisbe, two young people trying to connect before Tinder, and trying to meet at a wall.
And the ball. I have a hole. Come on. 2 minutes, people.
Oh,
I can't wait to go to Linus's tomb. Oh, goodness, I hope a lion doesn't come and chase me and take my hands away from me. Oh!
all right. Oh, hi.
Don't look there.
What is this, Moon? Oh, my goodness.
She's dead.
I don't know what happened with my life. Oh, I have to finish with my life. Oh.
Oh, no.
No?
Oh, no, I want those Pyramus. Oh, my goodness, he's gone without me. I can't live without him. I do.
54 seconds.
54 seconds.
Whoa.
We can do it in less than that. We're going to do it in 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Wow.
Wait, you need to stick and I need my thing.
30 seconds and go.
Here, Mrs. Thisbe, at the hole of a wall.
Okay.
Have a hole.
Kiss me, Pyramus.
Oh,
We can't because there's a wall there. We gotta go on the moon. Oh, I'm getting chased by a lion. Oh, no.
What is this? I know.
Pyramus, for you. Give me that. Adieu.
Oh.
Now we're going to do it backwards. Yes, we are. Yeah, we are. Ready and go.
Adieu. Oh, sisters three.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, give me. Oh. Oh.
I'm running back. Give me that.
Lion.
Oh, we cannot. We have to go meet somewhere else. Try to kiss me.
Okay.
Oh,
That was the story of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Off to the next one.
Watch out for this branch. Our next destination is Though She Be Little. We are arriving, so please sit or stand along here.
And enjoy the performance.
Though she be but little, she is fierce. She is a drop of rain on an arid day, the bead in which sears Mother Nature's flesh. She trickles down into the earth and plots her revenge. Scorned by mortals, ridiculed by men, her anger grows. Grows with each gust of wind, grows till the drops are no longer drops but daggers, grows until they listen, but they don't. She is the wind that carries warnings. Gusts of ire rain upon mankind. She is warrior and woman and willingly won't withdraw. She is a saint, a sinner, a sister. She wages wars through glances. The mountains cower when she winks. The dams tremble at her rage, their concrete and callousness no match for the flood. In a final howl, the waves swell. Overflowing animosity, the tides and her tears pulsate in tandem, her heart beating through each crash. A sigh from the levees is heard, and then there is silence. The world, for the first time since mankind first spoke, is quiet. A pair of songbirds build a nest atop a stray tree. She brings them twigs. A doe leads her baby through a dense thicket. She clears them a path. A child peers out a window, bracing for the end. She weaves a rainbow through the heavens. People flock out in crowds to partake. Still, the world is silent. She is done. The hills seem as though they have settled and cooled, but where is she? She's in the clouds and the waves and the wind, waiting for what may be. The earth is still, but when the drops of rain start again, little by little, there will be no one to fear but she. There will be no question as to what this is. Though she be but little, she is fierce.
Among the many creatures in this forest, you are about to meet one of the wisest.
And do not be alarmed by his appearance. Advice from an ass can be trusted.
Well, hello everyone. So fancy to see you here today. Hey, so you came for some advice from an ass, huh? What kind of advice would you like?
Advice about adventuring through the woods.
What woods? It depends. There are many different types.
Well, these woods.
These particular woods?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's a very different story, my friend, because you don't know what's around the next corner, do you?
No.
No. So hold on to your britches, because something exciting could come up. And I don't want you to poop your pants. But anything's bound to happen. Am I right, ladies, or am I right?
Yes.
So, basically, that's my advice. Hold on to your britches, seriously, because you don't know. I mean, I've dropped a couple of deuces before, and it's not fun. Especially if you've got a lot. Do you have a lot more to do?
Yeah, well, we just started. I hope so.
Oh, good. Well, then definitely, maybe get some suspenders and a nice belt. I would do both.
Okay.
All right. And if you have some of that like powder stuff that you can pour in there just to keep them chafing, that's good too, because it is hot out here. Baby, it's hot.
I haven't been sleeping. How can I get a good night's sleep?
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You haven't been sleeping. Yeah. I haven't been sleeping. Maybe we should take a nap together. No, just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm just I get away from myself sometimes when I see a pretty lady ask questions like that. So, when do you like to sleep? Because everybody's got a different time of sleeping, right?
I'm definitely not a morning person.
You're not a morning person. So you're like a nocturnal animal, right? She's a cold-blooded nocturnal animal. All right, listen here, young lady. So if you are not a morning person, what time do you like to get up? When it's dark, or is it got to be a little hazy?
When we get up?
Yeah, when do you like to get up? Like, if you could have a full rested sleep, when would you like to get up?
Like about 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. When would you like to go to bed?
Midnight.
Midnight. Stop watching the news. Because that's the first thing. I'll tell you that right now. I watch the news, and it is really depressing. If anybody's trying to go to bed, I feel like I've got the weight of the world on my shoulders. So don't do that. Are you doing that?
Yes.
Oh. Please stop. It's awful what it's doing to us. And I think they're trying to sugarcoat it with propaganda about things. We don't want to listen to any more things. What else are you doing? When's the last time
How do you
you're
turn
having...
off the noise? How do you stop listening?
The noise? Stop talking to yourself. First of all, that's where I would begin. If nothing else, you've got to stop talking to yourself when you're trying to go to bed. Now, the rest of the day, it's okay. You can talk to yourself all day long if you want. I do it all the time when I'm trying to concentrate. I'm like, hey, ass. What ass? Now, if you do start answering your own questions, then you might have a slight other problem. Like, should I get dressed? I don't know. You look kind of good like that. Because you might not always get the right answer. You might get the answer you want to hear, which is great. No, okay. So, do you have any more questions? Or would you like any more advice from me? Because,
do you have any advice for getting over a fear?
well, it depends on the fear, young lady.
So, like, if you have a fear of bugs, which I do.
You have a fear of bugs?
Yes.
Because you know you're sitting on some right now, right? Good for you. I think you've already done it. You don't need my advice. You just sit on it.
Okay.
Yeah, just sit on any bugs that you need to. But that's all the advice I have for you today, young ladies and men and gentle figures.
All right.
Thank you for coming. Please take my advice because I'm not.
Thank you.
Thank you for the advice. Now follow me this way.
Our next destination is Puck's Flight. This performance is a suspenseful act, so if you have a fear of suspense, we advise you not to watch. Viewer discretion is advised.
Come on in this way.
Thou speaks aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile when I have fact and been fed horse beguile. Name in likeness of a filly foe. And sometime lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab, and when she drinks, against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aunt telling the saddest tale, sometime for a 3-footstool mistaken me. Then slip I from her bum, down topples she, and tail across and falls into a cough. And all the choir hold their hips and laugh, and waxen in their mirth and knees, and swear a merrier hour was never wasted there. But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
Come this way. We are off to our next destination.
The next performance is called Helena. Please take a seat at any of these benches.
Happy thoughts plot against me, and hope makes oaths on steel set against courtesy. I was once given such things like armor, which shielded and blessed me with bravery beyond the bondage of my station. Filled with hope and sunny dreams, I saw a future between the seams, where the sun gave way to the idyllic moonlight, clear and bright, as it was an evening 2 years gone, when fairies made sport of my soul and gifted strange endowments. Beneath the fairies' bitter power I shone, like 1,000 hearts beaming, fiery, imperial, like the juice of the western flower, which wound me up in its magic and made all the forest dote as madly as I. Demetrius, most of all, the devotions, though dressed in counterfeit lace, remained a lovely line to chase. Her bright and beautiful to be run, to justice, to be thorn for throne. Oh, tonight, the song tonight, magic, render my greatest desires true. But I feared it too easy and two. So here we departed. To seal our union, back to the fairies I did ask for a trimming of that enchanted leaf. With that, at home, I seeded hopeful rose and buried hateful rouse. And as my flowers grew, so grew Demetrius's love, as did my obsession with keeping it mine own and not mine own. Ay, me! Such dark, ambitious days I orchestrated in love's name, for with steady mortal hands did I drug that man whom I professed to cherish above all. Despite my grievous sin, that vile potion, with my own fate, put a girdle round his nature and pulled him to a slumber sweet. And despite my grievous sin, I hoped the love juice eternal, and it was that wish, made by a foolish and selfish heart, that tipped the scales beyond calibration, for it seemed the magic faded with each generation. My rotten roots were soon laid bare. The potion dissolved, and so did he. No scorn, no scandal, we were just unpaired. Like a perceived face on the moon, he closed his eyes to me, taking with him all the world's light and the face besides. Without it, I was once again a phantom, dull and unfocused, on the edge of the eye, worse than invisible. I could not keep him, but the love itself I could treasure deeper than ever. And my crime against him I kept against me, with no mercy shown by the drug or my own hand. In the bottom of my soul, with plots sown in pain, the bluffing blossom wooed my veins with perjured love that felt like truth. But then I knew what all others but me knew. From that vile devotion, I transposed form and dignity to a mind painted blind, stumbling through life like a child's eyes with wonder, honesty, ignorance, bliss. The flower called to me nightly, then hourly, and always I answered, God speak, fair Helena, away to the stars like a sickness catching, is a love that shall judge you never. This is a love that shall burn forever. Oh, burn we did. 2 gods, 1 cushion, 2 bodies, 1 heart. It made me open my body, devote my life, turn away all others, enjoy and strive, and I did so gladly. It was real. It was real. Not healthy or lasting, but realer than most any love year I felt. Nothing that good since childhood. And heavy though it weighed on my soul, this cunning devil weighed nothing on the scales of hope. And no matter how I cast it aside or chided or prayed not to burn, it found its way home like a loyal dog, beaten but not spurned, until the storm. From an overcast night, gust and flood, storm and fog, crossed over the seas of Athens and railed against the heart of it, of my property. It destroyed every flower bed, emptied every bottle, and I, crushed and empty too, felt the monstrous cloud gather as a fist overhead. Alone, without love or home, I followed my folly into the forest to beg the fairies for one trimming more. Give me again that wild lawn, luscious with moss grows sleep. Under the flower's spell, the snake under my skin goes wide enough to strangle my sorrow and fill me with fantasies that seek care through the disdain. Even now, the flower spell courses, and I taste the memory of joy, not the bitterness of a dead bloom. They're still laughing now. If only in my mind of this foolish heart they left behind. I followed my lament into the night, as I did the fateful Midsummer Eve, which had followed me every day since. But I am out of breath in this fond chase. Hour by hour, my charmed eye is released, and I fear I shall never know a moment's peace. In the pink veil of morning, I wish I could find myself in the woods with you. And I know not by what power sit for a love for each other. My childhood friend, my fair Hermia. You would not mock me so. You would not use my weakness to further burden my soul or make sport of my heart. I was cursed by my own hand, and I have no right to reach for you. Tall as I am, there is no one lower on this earth, and would I but touch you, I might drain your soul from all its mirth, but you smile. Not in pity, not in jest. You smile from every part of you. Lips, eyes, belly, chest. And you unfold your hand to me. I've always trusted you quicker than myself, a woman fierce and keen. And as you unfold your hand to me, I find an urge to confess. Not to sin, but to true gentleness. You say the wildest heart can be changed. The darkest too. You tell me a tale I've had of not sincere youth, so one of choice, when we were once both young and feared it might always be so, when no friendly eye would fall upon us save each other. This, you say, we can do again. I do not deserve forgiveness, and I fear my sins shall outlive me, but this miraculous choice, you in this broken forest to give me, which does not clear the scales, nothing shall end, make me wish not for love, but for balance.
The next destination is the Lover's Garden.
Just around this turn. You may make a semicircle in this field.
I know a place where the wild thyme blows, where the oxlips kiss and the violets grow. I'll take you there and I'll sing you a song of a love that has stayed when the lover has gone.
Oh, I've been there before and I've smelled all the flowers. You said it would last, but it only took hours, as hours and minutes and seconds did fly as my mind wandered off in the blink of an eye.
In an eye, in the blink of an eye, a whole lifetime can jump out the nest as it tries to fly. And the love that we had, that we treasured, will plummet and die.
Promises, promises, always left dangling like vines that keep clinging, but always left hanging.
Now this time I swear that I'll never go planting my seed anywhere. Oh, I can hardly believe my own mouth when it just starts to spout out these lies, 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 and the love that we had, that we treasured, will plummet and die. Wait just a moment, 'cause I think the time spent was fine when we tried, and I think that the black cat is old hat, and I can't stop spiraling. Watch as I fall. We both know the steps and we both know the song. The lyrics keep changing, but we sing along. 'Cause trusting is easy until it gets hard, but so is the way of the tricky old bard. So is the way of the tricky old bard.
Our next destination is the conversation.
You have met many creatures in our forest, but now you're lucky enough to meet the king and queen of our people.
We advise you not to speak unless spoken to, because punishment could be very severe.
You look well.
Wish I could say the same.
Missed you.
Wish I could say the same.
Can't stop thinking about you.
Wish I could say the same.
Would you quit repeating yourself?
Temper.
Sorry.
Haven't changed.
You're on edge.
Sad I'm not there to tuck you in. Read you a bedtime story.
It's lonely at night.
I've been sleeping like a dream without your snoring.
You know damn well I have a medical condition.
Poor thing.
Seeing anyone new?
Had dinner with the Cyclops.
Wretched.
Charming fellow.
Heard enough.
I wore my black dress. The one you hated.
Please.
He couldn't take his eye off me.
No doubt.
Shame he didn't have much of a brain.
Unlike me.
Questionable.
Is it serious then?
Haven't called him back yet.
Good.
May still do.
Tanya.
Keeping my options open.
You're my wife.
Oh, don't remind me.
My queen.
Oh, bunch of bourgeois dribble.
You have a duty to fulfill.
Oh, duty. That's a filthy word.
We have responsibilities.
You are starting to bore me.
Going to the wedding?
I suppose.
They seem happy together. Yeah?
They always do.
How's the boy?
Better since you've been gone.
Yeah, I could use him.
Oh, piss off.
Getting older.
Notice.
Stretched thin as it is.
Looks like you've gained a few pounds.
Stress eating.
Oh, sounds therapeutic.
Yeah, the boy could be a big help.
What could you possibly need him for?
Lots.
Go on.
Protection.
Are you in danger?
A king always has enemies.
Oh, so you want a human shield?
Not what I said.
So that the boy gets stuffed with arrows instead of his royal highness.
He'd be trained in the art of combat.
Out of the question.
Make a real man out of him.
He's too sensitive.
Only because you coddle the boy.
Oh, you would know a thing or two about being coddled.
What would you have him be?
A poet.
Oh! Fate worse than death!
Philistine.
We could share him.
Share him?
I'll take him on weekends.
Are you mad?
Only fair.
I promised his mother that I would never let him out of my sight.
Oh, I can keep him safe just as well as you can.
You don't want to care for the boy. You want to use him.
Do I need to call my lawyer?
Oh, don't be dramatic.
Settle this in court.
Gladly. The judge would side with me.
Yeah, we'll see.
I am his mother.
Not by blood.
Doesn't matter.
Be a shame for him to grow up in a broken home.
Speaking from experience, I suppose.
Only want what's best for the boy.
Finally, something we can agree on.
Liar!
Well, speak up, boy.
I said you're a liar.
Yes.
Both of you.
Oh.
Huh.
Don't care what I want.
Well.
Neither of you. Treat me like a play toy. Do this, do that, go here, go there. Listen to yourselves. Using me as a bargaining chip for this pathetic lover spat.
We're not.
Sick of it. Sick. Not even my real parents. Nothing but a hostage here. What right have you?
Deciding my future? For me? Might as well be another one of your subjects. A slave. Or maybe a pet. Don't love me. Only love yourself. Couple of narcissists. Can't look past your own vanity. Only see the reflection. Only see what you want to see. Bending reality your will. Must be nice. Lovely to be a tyrant. What are you going to do if I don't listen? Lock me up? Send me to the gallows? How would you react if I went against your wishes? Don't want to be no poet. Don't want to be no soldier. Ever think to stop and ask me what I want? Probably don't even know my name.
Well, if...
Yeah, just call me away. Want me to be a good little changeling? Keep my mouth shut. Do as I'm told. Trot me around. A prize pony. Rubbish. You know what I want? I'll tell you what I want.
I want to go to sleep and never wake up again. Sure way to be rid of you lot once and for all.
Get out of here.
We are on our way to witness Song in a Boat.
It could be a possibility that we encounter some wildlife here at this lake.
We will be going by water, but you are not allowed to go in it.
How can it be said that I'm alone when all the world is here to look on me? I am amazed, I know not what to say. So quick, bright things brought to confusion. Though it may seem to be like any other day, this day is fraught with illusion. A most rare vision, a vision to tarry in. A most rare vision, with a weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, white over canopied with luscious woodbine, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. A most rare vision, a vision to tarry in. A most rare vision, with weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. Wrap a fairy in. Wrap a fairy in.
Will the audience please come this way? To get to our next destination, it's a little bit of a long walk.
We're asking the forest to guide the way.
These white flowers are sacred flowers of our forest. We pass the ass as we go through this way, so be sure to wave to him.
Do you have any advice for someone who's lost? Yeah, get a map.
We already have one.
Oh, thank you. Get another map.
Let's take a quick break from walking and enjoy the art installation.
Love looks not with the eyes, it is with the mind. What do you see? We encourage you to take a tag and write something down, like something beautiful that you see, whether it be in the mind or not, and place it among this beautiful pieces. And when you are done, you may look at what others have written and reminisce in the thoughts.
So our next destination is called Hermia. So if you would follow me this way, and we'll continue the journey.
I think I sense another tribe nearby.
While we wait, why don't we learn about tree marking? So an interesting thing about trees, especially tall ones in general, is moss grows on the north side of a tree. So if you ever find yourself lost in the forest, look for moss. It's a compass, nature's compass.
What a dream was here. How wide awake. In this house of flawless finery where Aegeus, an esteemed man of Athens and I, his only child, dwelt year upon year, is unmade. It seems a lie or a cruel jest that one storm could topple so stubborn a nest. So stubborn a man. But in the wake of nature's cyclonic blows, the whole of my childhood this wreckage well shows. My birth was a storm that drowned the best of us. Oh, my dear, unknowable mother, whose love I feel impossibly yet deeper than any other. Though I did not know her warmth, it kept me alive the night she died. I did not know her voice, yet it rings through me each time I sigh. There are more storms besides. Wooing, love, the signing and breaking of lifelong deals, and all the horrors such things reveal. But unlike the unbiased brew of sea and sky that destroyed our home and took his life, these tempests, my father with purpose set upon only me. Be not amazed at my scorn. I will not beg for forgiveness nor to mourn. He chose to brave the storm in the luxurious dark, and there he now lives. But it matters not, I fear. Death is a question written blood and answered in tears. One predicted or prevented even more. It's a chain of accusations, less than fertile ground for grand lamentations. Daughters must till their hearts as they please, or else pray that one day tiny colonies will fill every space in a father's breast. What a horrid thing to confess. Nay, I will not stand grief-stricken in this mess. My gowns and jewels and other such muzzles, his ledgers and objects are scattered like a puzzle I thought long ago solved. Every piece accounted for, sitting quietly where it ought. But it was never so. I was simply taught to believe that whatever he said, now scattered and shattered like this dishonest space, I see no piece of me was ever in place. My father, who saw himself a king of virtuous property, did champion my death if he couldn't control my life. He wanted me to be a pretty little thing, like the pretty little thing he wed, except for to sell into another man's bed, one of his choosing, of course. Not out of concern for my grace or my heart, no, out of fear that if my blood didn't pump in idolatry to the society of men, that I might grow, live, and die without yielding this virtuous property to his richest friend. Unacceptable for the daughter of Aegeus, he oft decreed. But when he was truly proud of me, there was no greater threat. I remember him saying as much as the day Helena and I met. Oh, I sang for him, and oh, how he wept with joy. What a songbird you are! What a beautiful thing! Such talents shall finer matches bring. I was young, but I understood. Into the wood I ran in a weeping rage, for I knew he already saw me in a cage, loving, sweet, bright and kind, talent in her breast, but nothing in her mind. And perhaps on that he was right. Despite my fight, no choice here was mine. Not even that which brought me Lysander, who I profess. On all my breath that ever coursed free, no one was grander than he. But
but it wasn't real. On that vow it could never be, for I never once breathed in liberty. Whence came the desire to love men? Or to love at all? To be sweet, to be wooed, to be chewed up and swallowed by duty and childish dreams. Oh, if not my father, it seems there was always some man whispering in my ear, planting pretty little thoughts and making plans. Lysander, too, was not immune once the sun set on our honeymoon. That wildness that he loved so in me, well, it became a burden, a distraction while he was working. He grew anxious when I left the house. Oh, poor Hermia, as helpless as a mouse, unable to choose right from wrong, but doesn't she sing a lovely song? Against these storms, ladies stand as edicts of eternal patience and quiet suffering. He was never as cruel as in our fairyland spot. No, we dissolved less ceremoniously than that. In the end, Lysander flouted ownership over his wife as my father did in his younger life. And with his refusal to change, we as well were unmade. I now think Cupid's arrows are too small to pierce the whole of a human heart. What is struck is bewitched, but what of that untouched? Oh, where free will hides, safe from infatuation's curses, and what if the blood pumps stronger there, swamping the spell of love? And what if I wanted to be set free of this cage where I sing, where Lysander even saw me as a pretty little thing, too small to cast a shadow or to break out from under his? Someone who should have been happy to hang upon his kiss. Helena oft confessed envy for such affection. Since the day Nidor, her father, left their home, she spent hour after hour alone, waiting, while the household went on operating, greasing the wheel of her life until another man could take the helm. Oh, but she loved the juggler, even defended his honor at her schoolmate's slander, as she did the day her and I met in the forest where fairies flock. After my father's delight in my song sent me running, Helena was in the woodland sunning, while a group of mocking girls gathered like storm clouds overhead. But she remained bathed in the light, and when standing, her shadow shrouded them so entire. It chased them with chills through the brush and the briar. And for that they chided her downright. Not just her height, but her volume. Like a tree with large rustling leaves, or a maypole with studded ribbons. Hence with her they did not play, nor speak, and they entreated me to be as weak. And though I faltered brief, across the breach of the shadow I reached unto the young girl's eyes and made what I now realize a choice that was mine alone. Helena deserved peace that day, and all days. And so do I. Hark, there are footsteps in the halls of my heart, a ghost wandering here and there, sidestepping spirits buried by floods, past beds too watery for worms, exiled by the light in another morning's love. And I am afeared for my future. But I will stand in the effect of this business, drawn and ready. I will no further go into my past. I will go from this broken palace and this broken lawn, into the forest where independence shone. Oh, there are more storm clouds ahead, but it is calm above me now. Oh, the air, it's still electric, but at last the skies are clear. Oh, and look, she is here, exigent as the day we met in the trees, my dear Helena, now on her knees. Wherefore, my friend, you are as distraught as I. Why does this fairyland make good women cry? You weep, you confess, you plead, you pray, but I stand amazed and know not what to say.
But as the sun breaks through and our shadows climb, I find myself on the edge. Do I pull this sinner back from the ledge? Her voice has never been so small. Choice has never had such gall to demand me an answer outright, but this time I don't falter. I'm too old for thrall and too young for spite. Oh, give me your hand, Helena, and I'll give you mine. I'll help you feel safe. I'll help you feel the calm in whatever new storm assails. Remember the length of your shadow, my friend, and I'll remember I may be little, but I am a fierce friend, because we saved each other that day, and we will do so again.
And we are walking again.
Now everyone will congregate in the field. Please follow me this way. You may notice that it's getting darker, yet have no fear. No harm can come to you while you're with us. We all gather in the field together to sing with the wise man.
Thank you for being Yahweh.
have offended. Think but this, and all is mended, that we have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprimand, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. Translation! I recognize that there are some of you out here that haven't the slightest idea what I just said. And to both of you I say, I am going to translate in my own words so that we can produce some clarity here. Line by line, there are 4 lines, that's 5. 4 lines, here we go, line 1. If these shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended. If you saw, heard, or experienced something here that rubbed you the wrong way, please, please, get over yourselves and let it go. It's live theater.
that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. In every day we suffer things that we wonder, how in the name of all things good did we ever make it through? Bad juju with loved ones, loneliness, feeling unheard, feelings of frustration, anxiety, hopelessness and fear. Yet somehow we do make it through the hard times and we do persevere. Can I get an amen up in here? Amen. Line 4. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. The truth is, don't worry, be happy. We are just trying to add a little bit of joy in this wonderful place in the way that we know how to do it. Please accept our gratitude, our humble, humble gratitude. And my dear friends, remember that there is nothing that we can't do when we do it all together. Go forth together safely and be well. Be Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Be well, be safe, and be happy. Yes.
I know a place where the wild time blows, where the ox lips kiss and the violet grows. I'll take you there and I'll sing you a song of a love that has stayed when the lover has gone.
Oh, I've been there before and I've smelled all the flowers. You said it would last, but it only took hours, as hours and seconds and minutes did fly, as my mind wandered off in the blink of an eye.
In an eye, in the blink of an eye, a whole lifetime can jump out the nest as it tries to fly. The love that we have, that we treasure, will plummet and die.
Promises, promises, always left dangling like vines that keep clinging, but always left hanging.
This time I promise, and this time I swear that I'll never go planting my seed anywhere. Oh, and I can hardly believe my own